If I'm clever, I'll figure out a way to put a word bubble up here, like this. So let's go inside the iPad now and I'll show you what I have to share. I'm going to show you how I like to make word bubbles in Adobe Fresco because I think it's a really neat trick. I'm going to take a page I've already made and just dim down the opacity on the current word bubbles so that we can put something new on top of them. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make a vector layer here. That's the bottom option, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Now you've got a vector layer. Let's go over to the shape tool over here on the left, and you're going to see a whole lot of really cool comic shapes that you can add with this plus sign here at the bottom. And yes, there are some pre-formatted word bubbles here like this, but what I think works best is to just kind of build your own bubble. And because I'm a real stickler for having the tail of a word bubble actually pointing at a character's mouth and not their ear or their eyebrow or something like that. So that's why putting it together yourself is going to make for better results. So I just adjusted that center circle, and down here at the bottom of your screen you're going to see a fill button, and you can just go like this and it fills the stroke. Okay, and now for the second part, you can pick a tail here. You can also draw a tail, but I'll show you more about that in a minute. I just picked a tail. I am putting it about down where I want it to point, and now I'm going to fill the tail as well. And you might be thinking, yeah, I can see the basics, but Rochelle, that looks horrible. Well, it won't for long, because what we're going to do next is go to the vector brushes up here in the upper left corner. And when you have the vector brush tool selected, then you use the touch shortcut down here at the bottom. So if you double click, that is the first state of the touch shortcut. And if you click once again with the white center and the blue on the outside, that's the secondary state. And what these are cool additional options that the tool is put into. So right now it's in a state in which it will trim intersecting strokes. So you can just go like this with one swipe, one swipe, one swipe, and you get a super clean line. And if I go over to the fill bucket and pick a different color, I have a perfect word balloon. Now, that's pretty cool, but let's say you would rather draw something a little bit different. Then you can go here, pick one of the vector brushes, pick your outline color, and instead just draw the shape you want to use. Make sure it's completely connected. And now I'm just going to go to white and fill it again. You can do something like you can kind of snap to a circle like this. Snap to a circle by holding it down. You hold the pen down at the end of the shape and it snaps to circle. And here you do the same thing. Hold to snap, hold to snap. And then we can use the intersecting line trick again to just draw this freehand. You don't even need to use the shapes. So that's just an example of how you can use this. And the only thing I want to tell you right now is I hope you can't see the dirty dishes behind me. That's why my head is placed right here within the door frame.